It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some new Samson. I saw yesterday that he tweeted tomorrow, meaning that something was going to drop. And I'm not even going to lie to you. I've went to YouTube at least 6 or 7 times throughout the day just to refresh to see if this man dropped anything. And I think I just caught this. It came out like 40 minutes ago. It's called Cesspool, which is a pretty good description of humanity in general. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is a little bit wild out here. So I assume he's going to talk about some things because that's kind of what he does best. But let's dive in, see what that man's cooking with. I love samples like this.
Yeah, I get in my head sometimes, wondering if I'm good enough. I ain't looking for a compliment, that's just how it is. I take a step and my foot gets stuck. It's like everything I do is a masterpiece. I always one-up myself every time I drop. So when I go to write the next one, I'm thinking about the last one and how good it was, and I get writer's block.
Whoo, okay, all right. I can relate with this. I like this. I think that everybody at some point in life kind of questions, are you good enough? Whether it's in the field that you're in, to your friends, to your girlfriend, wife, like, to your family. Like these are the questions that we are inevitably going to ask ourselves. But I get this way quite a bit. And I may have even made some videos about it on my main channel, Duanes TV, where I talk about a lot more things. But I tend to share everything, right? And there are a lot of times where I question things. Like, is my channel doing well? If it's not, why? Like, do people just not like me? I actually just went through this like a day or two ago with my anime reaction channel, where I'm like, you know, I'm trying different things. I'm trying some new edits, which haven't fully been pushed out yet because I pre-record a lot of stuff ahead of time. So it's going to be a while before we start to get into the new stuff that I've tried to do. And I try new edits. I try new ways of approaching it. And I can't seem to gain a lot of traction. Like, we started to get more views. I'm not going to say we haven't, but part of me is like, do people just not like me? Do they click on it and the anime community is just like, yo, F this guy. Don't like him. Don't like the way he looks. Don't like the way he sounds. Don't like his way of breaking shit down. Don't like, what is it that they don't like? Or is it just that there's something I'm doing wrong? And I think about this and I go from like highs of like, yo, this video got a lot of views. My other channels are doing well. Things are going good. And then you have that dip where it's just like, damn, like things slowed down. Anime channels not doing that well. Is it me? Is there something about it? Is something that people don't like? And you know that you could just spin in your head like that for hours, and it's tough. And I do it musically as well. Like, I put out music and I'm like, yo, this is so good. And then no one listens, and I'm like, you know, I still think it's dope because I put it out because I felt it was a good showing. I thought that I talked about some stuff. I feel like I word things well. I like myself. I think I'm fire. But then I question, like, what is it that I'm missing that other people would prefer to hear? What is it that I could do differently? Oh, I like this. I like this right off the bat. This got me talking a lot. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I get in my head sometimes, wondering if I'm good enough. I ain't looking for a compliment. That's just how it is. I take a step and my foot gets stuck.
And I agree with that. I'm not even looking for a compliment. It's like, it's not that I need to get that input that I feel good because they said this about me, but it's just more so like, I want to give entertainment. I want people to enjoy the content that I put out there. It's not about me. It's not about getting a compliment back. It's about connecting with the people. And if I don't, I'm like, I struggle with that sometimes. And like you said, as soon as I take a step, my foot gets stuck. Yo, this is way too relatable.
It's like everything I do is a masterpiece. I always one-up myself every time I drop. So when I go to write the next one, I'm thinking about the last one and how good it was, and I get writer's block. I'm my own worst critic. No one's worse with it. To pick apart every word, shit is so irking. It's so frustrating. Every single verse I compose is so worthless. How am I supposed to finish it? I can say fuck it like a lot.
I'm gonna let him cook in a minute, but I can't help it. I have to stop because that's another thing that I've done so many times. There's so many songs that I've started that I've wanted to give you guys that I just never put out because I can't find the right rhyme scheme. I can't find the right pattern of rhyme. Like, I can't get out what I want to say in a way that I feel is dope. Like, it's just, I run out of shit. And I'm like, you know what? We're just going to scrap this one. And I could tell that he definitely feels that way because when you listen to his music, every song, every word, like, he doesn't waste a bar. It's all connected and it all is telling you a story or explaining something to you. And it's just so well put the choice of rhyming words and everything, it all falls in line. Like there's nothing that I would change about it.
Peace, I always one up myself every time I drop. So when I go to write the next one, I'm thinking about the last one and how good it was, and I get writer's block. I'm my own worst critic. No one's worse with it. To pick apart every word, shit is so irking, it's so frustrating. Every single verse I compose is so worthless. How am I supposed to finish it? I could say fuck it like a lot of these cats and give you quantity over quality and call it a rap, but stand back and watch it fall down flat. Cause y'all they used to me giving my all, not having. If I did, I wouldn't be this big. It's the blood and the sweat that got me this gig. I get tons of respect, but it doesn't mean shit if it doesn't connect. So I need to be sick when I'm coming. Fuck being decent, I'm different. I'm someone you don't want to start beef with a shit with a nothing. Everything is down to a science, from the words that I spit to the beat that I pick, to the look in my motherfucking eyes. You can stare into them. You see a man who doesn't care who views them.
Yo, I love this dude. He is so nasty with his writing and the way he connects it. Just the schemes and the structure of his rhymes alone are dope, let alone the content.
Tons of respect, but it doesn't mean shit if it doesn't connect. So I need to be sick when I'm coming. Fuck being decent, I'm different. I'm someone you don't want to start beef with a shit with a nothing. Everything is down to a science, from the words that I spit to the beat that I pick, to the look in my motherfucking eyes. You can stare into them. You see a man who doesn't care who views them. I don't give a damn if you share my music, as long as I think it's dope. I don't compare it to another rapper. I'll never beg for a billboard. I got skills that these little bastards are kill for, but I still get stuck. Shit starts building up till I'm filled with doubt, and I can't seem to filter it out. I can't figure it out.
Yo, he cooks when he raps. I respect it, man. Just as much as I respect my man's mullet. I'm here for it.
People wondering why I go ghost right after I post something so live and so dope. Like, why, bro? You lit a fire and let it go. Could've made it grow, but instead you let that shit die slow. Like, I don't know, dog, you're preaching to the choir. All this perfectionism is eating my desire. Everything I do, I nitpick to pieces. How the fuck I freeze up with my feet to the fire? And on top of all that, they won't get off my back. Sometimes I wish I never did any political tracks. I meant every single word I ever spit in those raps, but now it seems like it's all anybody wishes I ask.
Ooh. I fell right in line with that. I was like, yo, Cesspool, this has to be about some shit. He's going to talk about it because that's what he does best. But in all reality, it's just rapping is what he does best. He just happens to talk about topics. And I like that he said, listen, I mean everything that I said in all of those, but it's not all that I am. I have so much more to offer. And now everybody expects that because those ones went crazy viral. And that's like all people see me as now. So I can understand that. That's, yeah, I fell into the trap, and I also don't think he has a mullet. I'm not sure what you would call it. I called it a mullet, so I apologize if it's not.
People wondering why I go ghost right after I post something so live and so dope. Like, why, bro? You lit a fire and let it go. Could've made it grow, but instead you let that shit die slow. Like, I don't know, dog, you're preaching to the choir. All this perfectionism is eating my desire. Everything I do, I nitpick to pieces. How the fuck I freeze up with my feet to the fire? And on top of all that, they won't get off my back. Sometimes I wish I never did any political tracks. I meant every single word I ever spit in those raps, but now it seems like it's all anybody wishes I ask. That ain't the type of shit I did to get where I'm at. If you went through my catalog and you flipped to the back and did the math and listened to my original act, you'll see a cat dedicated to the pen and the craft. But on the other hand, there's a different attack. People who were there at the beginning of the path, they hate it. They say that I just did it for cash and it was all a big grift just to give me your bag. I can't win. I feel like I'm ripping in half. I don't know if I should get mad or forget it and laugh. Yeah, I'll leave my cash app in the description tab, but it's your decision to put a tip in my hat. I never asked. I never held my hand out. I never tried to use you to grow my wealth. So how the hell you gonna tell me I did it for money, dog? I don't even promote myself. If I put out a song with a message in it, then it's genuine. It's just the way I feel. I feel like I shouldn't ask you to pay me for that. I'm trying to make you think, not make a sale.
Yo, I respect that. That's some real shit too. He's like, listen, a lot of people hear the political stuff, they think that's all I am. But if you were here from the very beginning, you'd see that I was just going in. Like, I have a love for the pen and the craft, and just this is what I love to do. But then the people that were around back then that know that saw the political stuff and said, oh, he's just switching up to try to get a cash grab, so on and so forth. And I would assume that a lot of those people are ones that felt opposite of what he was saying in his raps. They didn't agree with it. So they immediately went and said, yo, he's just doing this for money. He's trying to get a cash grab, all this other stuff. Like, you can't win. At the end of the day, you can never win. There's always going to be somebody that you're going to upset. Nobody is going to be satisfied with everything that you do. And had he never spoke on it, there's going to be a whole bunch of people that come in and they're like, yo, why don't you talk about important shit? Look at everything going on in the world. Why don't you speak on it? You have a voice. It's just, you literally can't win. So, you just do the best that you can and rock the way that you want.
worst part is they put me in a box with all these other dudes that fucking suck. And if you think I'm talking about you, then I probably am. So fucking what? Yeah, sure, we share some of the same viewpoints, and our core beliefs are probably similar too. But I take rap way too serious to act like I don't cringe every time I listen to you.
Woo! Yo, he taking some shots. He taking some shots. I'm not gonna say anybody that I think specifically, but obviously there's other people that have done political raps that are very popular. And I mean, there's no telling that he's talking about like some of the most popular, because there are a handful of people that do it, and he might only be talking about one. But he's saying, listen, just because we get put in the same bracket don't mean shit. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I still cringe when I listen to you. Just because we have the same viewpoints don't mean I give a damn about your style of rapping or what you think you bring to the table, because I don't think it's much. Yo, we got some shit about to spark. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
The worst part is they put me in a box with all these other dudes that fucking suck. And if you think I'm talking about you, then I probably am. So fucking what?
And he actually said all these other dudes. He's talking about a lot of different people possibly. Comment down below and let me know who you think this man is speaking on.
Yeah, sure, we share some of the same viewpoints, and our core beliefs are probably similar too. But I take rap way too serious to act like I don't cringe every time I listen to you. Everybody, say what you want about me, but you know damn well every song I killed. Even if you never agreed with what I said, if you know rap, then you know I brought the skill. It was always real, I wanted y'all to feel what I felt at the time when I wrote those lyrics. I tried my hardest and put my heart in it and crossed my fingers and just hope you hear it. Everything they gave you was surface level. Me, I dug up dirt with a shovel, dove in deep, and we all explored. Every single release was like a college course. I dissected every topic that I spoke on, did research every time that I wrote songs. I tried to be as thorough as I possibly could, always double checking to make sure I didn't get any quotes wrong. And that's why I don't do it all the time. It comes from a true place of inspiration. I'm not gonna make shit up just to put shit out. If I don't feel it, I'm not gonna say it. I hate this little subgenre of rap and the cesspool that it's grown into. I'd wrap a rope around my fucking neck before I let somebody rope me in with you. I just want to rap now.
Yo, I respect that. I respect that. So that tells you that he's not going to be doing no political shit probably in the near future, because he's like, yo, I just want to rap now. I'm not trying to be in this box with all these other goofy clowns. I spoke my mind. I let you know what I thought. These were my views. I felt this in the moment, so I rapped about it. Now, I want to get back to rapping about all sorts of other shit. I want to rap about how I'm feeling. I want to rap about, you know, like he just said in this, the struggle that he has with being a perfectionist and not being able to just drop music on a regular basis because he feels like he's so, like, focused on nitpicking every little thing and trying to make it as perfect as possible that he just doesn't put out music that often, and that he doesn't even promote it really. And I'm not saying that that's what you should do. You should try to promote your music and stuff, but it's like, he's like, yo, I put it out and I hope that you hear it. And I respect that. I like this. I think that this was actually necessary. This is dope, especially at a time where you're probably getting more and more and more of the political rap, especially leading up to an election and stuff. It's going to be all over the place. And he's saying, you know what? I'm going to kind of go back to the lane that I want to go in. And I feel like, if anything, that tells you that none of it was a cash grab, because right now is the perfect time to go political, talk about all sorts of shit, and do it leading up to the elections and stuff, because all sorts of people are going to click on it. It's going to go viral. But instead, he's like, I'm going to do what I'm feeling in this moment. I'm not feeling that in the moment. My views are out there. I put them in songs. Now I'm feeling this way. I like it. I rock with this. I still feel like the name Cesspool is a very good description of just humanity. That will I will stand on that. But yeah, this was fire. I enjoyed this. I thought he did his thing, and I feel like it was very relatable, at least to myself as an artist, as somebody that does YouTube videos, as someone that, you know, I feel like I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I do overthink almost everything. Everything that I write, I've wrote so many different things that I thought were good in the moment, and then the next day, 2 days later, a week later, I'm reading over it before I record, and I'm like, you know, this is just not it. And if it's only a few things I don't like, I may try to change them. If it's a lot of things I don't like, I just scrap it. And I don't even necessarily delete it. I keep it, but I just never record it, never put it out. And part of that is why I seem to drop sporadically. Like lately, I've been doing every other week, and I'm happy with it, but I took a lot of time over the past 6 months or so that I wasn't dropping to kind of like write it. And honestly, a lot of them were written relatively quickly, but then I take the time to go over it. I'm like, yo, let me make sure a week from now, a month from now, I still like it. I still agree with what I said. And then I'll change little things here and there until I feel comfortable with it. And then I put it out. And it's like, whether it's going to get views or not, I mean, I hope one day that it happens, but at the same time, I just, the people that do listen, if I can connect with you guys, and it's 100 of you, that's dope. I'm cool with it. I'm going to rock with it, and I'm not going to be mad at it. But Shout out to Samson, because this man did that, and he's found a strong fan base of people that rock with him that'll continue to listen when he makes drops. And I like that he doesn't want to be put in the box. And I also like that he took some shots at people that are in that same box. Let me know what y'all think down below and who you think he's talking about. I appreciate you. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.